And welcome back to the WTB, the What You Talking About podcast. And I am your host, Mike McCann. I'm here with the three Halls, and I ain't talking about cough drops. I'm here with our super duper producer, Jalen Hall, Gregory Hall, and also Gary Hall. And today's episode is brought to you by Webb's Barbershop. Brought to you right out 11 in Tennessee. QR code is on the screen. Feel free to book yourself an appointment. And today we are going to go ahead and we are going to dive right back into something that was in like our last episode. G decided he wanted to slip in something that I'm going to show the clip of right now.
Because like I said, maybe we thinking we do something now. We do. We overdo. You know, we been do. But so we decide we get behind Obama. We elect him president. Everybody's excited. First black president, but it's supposed to be history of others. But first black president, but it's supposed to be history of others. But it's supposed to be history of others.
And yeah, so now remembering that you decided you wanted to slip that in about black presidents before Barack Obama, what do you have to say?
I plead the field. No.
So yeah, hey.
No, well, actually, like I said, you know, and I was talking to Mike one day, and I might have Googled or something, but I did read up on some information about Abraham Lincoln, and the information I read, and it's just like say, first of all, it just posed the question, kind of, was Abraham Lincoln black? And it was some of the things that he actually did in his tenure. Because like I said, first of all, how did he become president, you know, if he was black? So you think, okay, ain't no way. Okay, and he was totally against freeing the slaves. So, black slaves was black, right?
Yeah.
Just going on record. So, but then when he became president, his agenda switched and became about freeing the slaves. So that was one thing to me, because like I said, it's like even you take that event right there, he couldn't have been campaigning on freeing the slaves and he's a black president. So a black man, you know, so ain't no way he would have been doing that. But if I was trying to achieve a goal or do something different, I would have did that. I would have approached it like I'm part of this team and I'm gonna be a part of that team, and we gonna do this.
Okay.
So once I got elected, I decided I'm gonna push my agenda, and it was that he changed to want to free the slave.
Okay. Stop. Hold on.
This week,
because you just said you really don't believe that it was. You're not saying it was Lincoln that you were saying that was the black president. That's what you're saying? Is that not what you're saying? You don't believe that when you were saying that he wasn't one of the one, he just had some black agendas he might have been going through. You don't believe he was black, right?
He was black.
Who said that?
I mean, I wasn't finished. I can't really.
My thing is,
I want to say what I need to say.
Let me tell you what. I'm gonna read you. I'm gonna read you what. I'm gonna read you.
I can't say what I need.
My thing is, you can get to the point without taking an hour.
Okay, I just gotta. But I gotta say what I gotta say because it was posed to me. So I was gonna give you 3 different scenarios.
All right, let's get to them.
Okay, well, I was trying to finish up on that to Greg Johnson.
Scenario 1.
Okay, that's a scenario 1 that once he became president, he switched his agenda.
Okay, 2. All
right.
Okay, well, and then on the second scenario was a situation where in this particular time that black people and white people, you know, and these were servants at a house or something. And somehow he wind up shaking the hand of these black servants. And normally in this time and day, you don't do nothing of that sort. And then that's the second one.
He shook the hand of a black guy.
Black servant.
Okay. You know? Number 3.
And it was like, and he.
Okay, number 3.
Participated. And
he shook a hand.
Whatever.
Shook a hand.
And then the third situation was they couldn't really find who was his family and what his roots were. You know, it's like that was a secret. You know, it's like I was thinking, I don't know how things were back in the day.
So hold up.
But
his
by
roots,
him being president,
you don't know his mom and daddy. So, they don't know who his mom and daddy is. That what you saying? His roots.
Hey, let him finish.
Go ahead. I'm just curious.
Saying, in this particular time back in the day, it's like he's president. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how that correlated across the world.
They couldn't Google
and
it.
how he got there or whatever. But at that particular time, nobody really knew who his family was.
His mom and dad.
And then also, I would throw another point. It was his features and how he looked, and people he had
because they said he was ugly.
Well, he had similar features of
like what
that, you know, and some people might have kind of believed at the time that he could be of another descendant. And like I said, and if you look back now, it's a question has been posed: was he that way? So it came up. So it could be possible that he was, because like I said, if he wasn't, it even wouldn't be a question. So you can,
if he wasn't black, it wouldn't be a question. Is that what you're saying?
If it wasn't a situation where
anything is possible,
thought he was
okay.
Then it never would have been.
Oh my God!
So the points are: he shook the hands of black people. Yeah. Nobody knows his heritage, and he ran for not wanting slaves to be freed. So that's basically.
No, he switched his agenda.
He switched his agenda.
Do you really?
I'm just trying to figure out. No,
he did not switch his agenda.
I'm trying
his agenda was not to free the slaves. It was to stop the war. It had nothing to do with the slaves. That was a consequence of
the slaves to add that in there. So I'm saying whatever they was going through back in the day,
and that made anybody think he was black.
I'm just trying to figure out how this slave ran for president.
Yeah,
he's black. If he's black, how did he run for president?
I didn't say. Apparently he was
biracial.
Right? You said he was.
Yeah, he couldn't have been.
Man, you can't just throw something out there.
And you just said it. Okay, if it's not Abraham Lincoln, then who is it?
Suggesting that he was at the bare minimum.
Who is the black one then? Before Barack, who is the black president?
You said
before
there was
Barack?
Allegedly others.
What are y'all saying? I said Abraham Lincoln.
Do you not remember
I never said he was a slave. First black president, but it's supposed to be history of others. But
what the heck you talking about?
Okay,
what are you saying?
He was free black man.
Oh, so Abraham was a free black man.
So he was free.
He was one of those who had slaves. Then
he was freed before he freed the slaves.
Because the black people who were free had slaves.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But it was opposed to question. I can't. Once again, I'm just this is something I read up on. And like I said, not.
So that's what you believe then.
Heritage.
Do you believe that? Do you believe Abraham Lincoln was black?
I don't know.
I'm asking you. You know what you believe.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Do you believe you black?
No, man,
I'm just saying. If you can't believe whatever, you don't know if he was or not. How you not know if you are or not?
I don't know, G.
I don't understand why they made all these portraits of that tall, ugly white man so they can say he was a black guy the whole time.
Well, like I said,
I mean, you can get upset. You can go ahead and get upset slightly, but like you threw it out there.
But I'm just saying, you keep talking about
don't give up on it. You the one who threw it out there.
You just said I'm upset. Now I ain't giving up on it.
Who is the black president before Barack? I want to know who the black president. I want to know who. You threw it out there.
Okay, but I'm not upset about it.
Who said you gonna be upset about? I'm just asking you, who is the other black president before Barack?
I said when it was posed in certain situations, I said I read up on Abraham.
So that's the only one.
Lincoln.
That's the only one.
The only one. I haven't read up on anybody else, but
when you saying that there was another black president, you believe that Abraham Lincoln was black.
I don't know for a fact. I wasn't
you just said it.
You
said. There was other black presidents. No, you said other black presidents. No, dude, that's not what you said. That's not what you said.
No, what happened
was I said, Abraham Lincoln is black.
No. You just said he was.
You're bringing it up. No,
I said situation.
No,
I gave situation.
You said your exact words was
what could have led
the
to
other black presidents.
No, what he said, dang it, in the clip, he literally said there was allegedly others as well.
Allegedly.
No.
I didn't say it was.
Nobody believes there was another black president besides Barack. You the one who threw that crazy thing. But no, you can't just throw
the door open.
Yeah.
So you got to. So that's possible.
Barack wasn't the black first president.
So he wasn't. Not to you. You did say that. So do you believe Barack the first black president?
I've said
do you believe he's the first black president? Do you believe he's the first black president? I'm asking you. Do you believe?
I ain't looked enough to know.
So you don't know. Okay, you don't know. Say, okay, then you don't know. Say you don't know. Say, I don't know. I'm not sure. That's the only answer.
That's basically what I'm saying.
Okay, then.
What am I not saying?
So why would you expect? So what's the expectation? So why would you compare what this black president? What you said was this black president not doing these jobs for the black people. So what did you think Abraham Lincoln did for the black people?
Once again, I just said I gave you 4 scenarios that I read up on that I said could have possibly led to that it could have been. I don't know. I'm not there.
What do you believe?
Once again, I'm just open to that.
You believe in Jesus?
Yes, I
You
do.
wasn't there. You read up on
I have
it.
faith in that, but I don't have to have faith in.
You throw it out there like it's like if Jesus.
I don't have to have faith in that. I'm just saying.
Well, why would you say it then?
Like, I don't know what happened.
You don't know what happened then.
But I can look it up and kind of read up on it
and come to a conclusion. I said your idea is what? What conclusion can you come to? So what is your conclusion then? Since you don't know what it is, you haven't drawn no conclusion on.
Okay, no, stop.
No,
we're gonna
keep said it's possible.
We're going to keep circling the wagon.
Okay.
Hold on.
That's what I mean. It's possible.
It's possible.
That's it.
You open the door
beyond the reason.
It's possible. You white.
Okay, you said
okay.
Ain't it possible?
Okay, great. Okay,
I'm just saying it's possible.
Yeah, we gotta.
It's possible. Anything is possible. Like Kevin Garnett said, anything is possible.
But yeah,
anything is possible.
But yeah,
anything.
Okay, but yes, it's sort of like the point is you can't just throw out stuff and just have it not addressed.
You can. Obviously, you can.
You can, but no, that's what people want. They want
tried to address it the best of my ability.
But you wanted to run from it. You wanted. You can't even give it
because you don't have. You have no idea.
Leave me alone.
No, this is like saying
no. You're still
the bank got robbed. But
I said
I seen it all, but I ain't gonna say nothing because
clearly
I'm not sure.
I never said for sure that I.
Why would you even bring up something like that?
God dang it, you're missing a whole
no. Why would you even bring up something like? Let me ask you something. Why would you even? Why would you even bring up something like that? Why would you bring up something like that?
It could be.
Why would you? How? What would even make you think that? Because of some stuff you thought you read that you don't even know where you read it at.
Once again,
that's what you said. I don't know where I read it at. I don't know where I seen it at. I can't even show you none of this. I can't even show you where they don't even know who his people is. This is just stuff you just made. Show me something that you keep talking about you read. That's all I ask.
That's the point, B.
Once again, I'm going to go Greg logic.
Show me.
I shouldn't be able to think at all.
That's not
you can think as much as you want to.
Use my own logic.
What did you read it at?
Something I might have read.
What do you read it at?
Whatever.
I told you.
You don't have a clue, right?
Greg,
you don't have a clue what you read it at. That's what you're saying.
You can go find it for yourself.
I just did.
Yeah, okay.
And it says.
But that's what you read.
No, I want to know where you get yours from, so I can understand where you coming from.
Again, I never just told you. I just said I read up on something.
Where you read it up at?
Things I can't.
That's you made it up.
And we are back. And sorry about that. Technical difficulties cut us out there for half a second. So yeah, that was getting pretty heated anyway before it cut out. But I mean, one day I guess we'll establish if Abraham was black or not. So one day we'll get that figured out. But either way, we're going to move on to KanYE. Apparently he decided he was going to, well, actually, it's not really him. Adidas decided they're going to hit KanYE back. So now Kanye's back with Adidas, and is that like more of a reach move, or what do you think? Because to me, it reeks of desperation.
From Adidas?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, because they were losing all that money. They gonna reach back. They gotta do something.
Yeah.
Ran-DomU ain't hot no more. They ain't nobody wearing those shield toes. You know them the 1 to 3 stripe. They ain't nobody doing that no more. Now they are doing that in the outfits. Now I do like the Adidas wear. Hey. You know what I'm saying?
Swimsuit.
But yay, getting their money back. That's what I'm saying. There wasn't nobody out there buying that stuff. Wasn't nobody buying it. Yeah. So they did the best thing for Adidas on that one.
So the other day I heard Adidas hoodies being associated with like predators and creepos.
Oh man.
Like at a certain age.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, the old guy wearing the Adidas hoodie, walking around. I was like,
the old heads.
Yeah.
Ran-DomU age.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry.
And I'm putting up my Adidas jacket. I got one.
But that's usually if you're alone. That's kind of it's one of those things. It's one of those things that's based on like if you're alone.
Right.
Why can't you wear Adidas wear?
I mean, nobody got a problem with it, but apparently it was associated with that.
Hold up. Now, I did see some Adidas wear that I find totally inappropriate.
Are you talking about what we just...
Yes. The man suit.
Now, I want to know whether or not you think this next story matters. I actually think it really, really does. But I know opinion is divided because the sports manufacturer Adidas has basically been criticised for using a male model, i.e. a man, to promote their women's swimwear range. It's part of this collection, this collaboration thing called Pride, and it's in advance of Pride Month. Now, Aggie, my problem with this, right? If a fella wants to wear a swimsuit, I couldn't care less. You can wear your swimsuit all day long. You can go to work in it. You can walk the streets in it. You can dance around in it. I don't care. When I go to the women's section of a website, clearly labelled women's clothing, and there's a separate man's clothing, and there's other clothing labelled gender neutral, I do not therefore want to see this garment under the women's section modelled by a man.
It's a swimsuit
for man,
but it's a woman's swimsuit.
It's for mans. Mans don't wear swimsuits like that. Nothing like that.
Look, it's like a monokini.
Look, it just first of all, it was ugly, and then the second, I don't even know which first. Either way, it was disturbing to me, just because when I look at it, that's not it. That's the best way to put it for me. That just ain't happening.
I find that tad bit inappropriate to be walking around in public. Now, if you want to go on a cruise ship, one of them type things, not even a family cruise, it's got to be all adult.
But more can't even be carnival on the beach.
Got to be Norwegian.
But it probably
got to be an adult beach. I don't even think you.
Oh no, like if it's a beach with kids, I can't imagine.
Now, let me tell you who I thought it was at first. I thought it was, Dwayne Wade's son is daughter.
Yeah.
Sorry,
his daughter.
His daughter is modeling stuff like that now.
Wait, what?
Making that the kind of
Yeah.
And then his other son is obviously so mad that he playing basketball in Africa.
Hey, but
you know what I'm saying? Okay. Dwayne Wade's son could not get a job playing basketball nowhere else but Africa.
Yeah, because he apparently wasn't that good.
He got the hit. Hey, he got the far away from them as possible. You know what I'm saying?
He's out there with J. Cole.
He went to Africa to get on a basketball team. I'm just saying.
Are you saying he was trying to reestablish his African heritage?
I don't know what he's trying to do, but he was like, I got to get away from here.
Because, they definitely don't believe in that there.
Right, yeah. But the older, I'm just saying, they just kind of caught me off guard. It's like, you try to tell me he couldn't have got on one of them Dubai teams. You know what I'm saying? He ended up on a Canadian team down in the Soonies. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't very good. He wasn't very good.
He wasn't?
No.
Well... Hey! So did he make it because of Dwayne Wade pulled some strings?
Well, when he was at KanYE, he wound up transferring. So
Yeah, and because like he wasn't
make it with LeBron's son. So hey,
well, yeah,
and then he went. I guess did he go to college
older?
or did he turn pro?
Was he older than LeBron's son?
Maybe
I think it was like a year older, maybe.
But
he was older because LeBron's.
And the thing is, I think he transferred during the season because he really wasn't getting playing.
Didn't he go to the G League too?
I don't know. But
he didn't make it there.
He didn't get no G League time.
I don't remember him wearing any NBA gear unless it was Dwayne's.
Did he go pro out of high school?
That's what he's talking about. I think he went overseas or something. I mean, probably did.
Well, I know he in Africa now.
Probably gonna be in Africa.
Hey, and out of high school, he ain't number 2 years removed after now. So he ain't been 2 years removed from high school because at least 1 year, right?
Yeah.
Because if he one grade over Bronny, then Bronny coming out this year, that means he came out at least like 1 or 2 years ago.
I mean, he was. I mean, he was
older. He was like a junior, I think.
Okay,
so I think he was like a year or two older. It's just he just wasn't as good. He wasn't the prospect.
And plus, that team was loaded, I think, with prospects. So
and he wasn't one.
You trying to tell me he couldn't have found another team but Africa?
No, apparently not. That's what he found. That's where he landed.
Oh man! Hey, but you know what? That's a good. But you know what? I did read where that what the coach, the son of the UCLA once was a UCLA head coach after John Wooden. And he was an assistant for the Lakers and all that. But his son is a coach over there in that African league. And he actually said the league is getting pretty stacked. I actually heard an interview from my worst interviewer, Doug Gottlieb, that he was talking to the son of this guy that he grew up with him. And so he was saying about that league over there. And it's actually they creating all these leagues. That's why I'm like, people always act like, basketball is not that dang on popular. It might not be as popular in the United States as football, but as a global sport, football doesn't compare.
No,
football don't compare to soccer globally.
Unless you're talking about football.
Yeah, right. Football.
Yeah, that.
But my opinion on this is that you're wrong, and then also we need to bring it back to like Kanye West.
I was about to say I was going to say that Kanye does wear like people.
Abraham Lincoln was black.
He's going. Hey, let us. Hey, I want him to stand on it.
I will,
even though it was just alleged theory. That look, the whole point I was trying to make was you can't just throw nonsense out there and expect everything. Look, I mean, you just can't throw it out there and expect nobody to not say anything about it.
Y'all.
Look, I mean, it's cool.
It is on us to believe. It's on us to believe.
Anyway, Adidas and Kanye. So, a lot of people thought he would never get back to
get that money,
right? Mm-hmm. And then that he wouldn't be selling the shoes again, and it just goes to show that if you know how to really sell a product, and if you got a
very good product,
if you can sell homeless clothes,
yes,
and put a big figure on it,
yes,
you are a valued commodity.
Right.
Because I don't see even them Yeezys and all the stuff in the moon boots.
It's all out in LA.
I can't dress like that. I
like
can't have Yeezys. A homeless outfit on with the moon boots.
He's selling homeless clothes.
Hey, and then Adidas.
That's the new thing.
Let me pay $10,000 to look like I ain't got 2 cents.
But I can't. Dress that rich and look that bad at the same time.
And I guess that's like the thing is
I can't do.
Rich people want to look low profile and like.
That's why I keep telling people. People say, they wouldn't have. How they always act like the rappers and spend $10,000 on a Versace shirt. Because it's all glowy and shiny. But you trying to tell me these rich people, the other rich, ain't paying $10,000 for a T-shirt.
White people,
right?
Yeah, a white tee.
No,
that's as bad. I'm just saying.
Shirt.
That's a nice.
Yeah, just a pure cotton.
Yeah.
Some of them buy
is 1,003.
Yeah. Million thread count.
Yeah,
cotton T-shirt, $10,000. They be like, they just wear the basic. They're like, no, that didn't come from Walmart.
Hey, now some, surprisingly, they do. Most, they don't.
I'm gonna tell you something too. How I figured this out.
Yeah,
because you can. Honestly, white shirts are better than white t-shirts. You can go buy,
like what do you mean, like long sleeves?
I
like polos or
just white shirts. Just like they say, if this was a white, you can go buy these.
Yeah,
buy the bundle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then if
the crisp white tees,
ain't nothing. There's nothing flyer than a crisp white tee. It's nothing fly.
I'll tell you what's flyer.
A black white tee.
A crisp white tee with holes in it.
Oh God, yeah. Now that's the thing because now they got
bullet holes.
Well, no, it looks like it. Now they sell the shirts that look like crisp white tees with burnt holes in them. Like they're not natural cut holes. You know what I'm saying?
They're shreds.
Yeah, they look like it's been like a lighter taken to it, but there's no singe on it.
So like I said,
so a good John Wayne shirt couldn't stand up today.
Not today.
Little John Wayne.
Little Echo Unlimited. Little Fat Farm. Yeah,
not today.
And a members only jacket.
Rockaware.
Members only. Members only.
John Wayne shirt on.
Members only jackets are in now.
Yeah, they are, and you can rock those with anything.
They still fly.
How much they cost?
They ain't $50 no more.
Yeah.
If that's what you ask.
Because I seen a guy with one on.
It's
I was wondering.
now.
Yeah, they vintage.
If not 220.
Is he holding this jacket from the head?
Nice members only jacket. Malik got a nice members only jacket. I like.
Yeah, he does.
From the back, it's a back in the day members only.
That's what they look like.
Well, that's what it bought it. Yeah,
but they never changed the style.
That's what I'm saying. Man, it's like a damn Michael Jackson jacket.
All they did was just update it.
I'm looking at the jackets right now, and a majority of them are like $100.
$100 now, because I remember you used to buy members only for $50.
Right.
Yeah. And
maybe 35.
And it was the jacket.
It was if you can get the whole members only pants and back and jacket.
And I had the white one.
You will fly.
That white one.
Fly if you get the whole suit.
White.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing like members only. Members only was the bomb back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, and that was the thing is like people would rock it. Now, the point you were trying to make about, well, not you were trying to make. I was going to counter you about Adidas. What? Did you have something?
Oh no.
Okay. But now, like,
that members only
with Adidas because we watched that video about what Greg was talking about with the men in the swimsuits, and it's like, what's funny is they made this, they reached that back out to KanYE as in desperation to get their money and revenue back. Now they're basically making this other movement, and it seems like it's going to probably end up like Bud Light. And it's going to kill the other part, what they just gained back from KanYE. So a lot of people because these people want to just unsubscribe from Adidas altogether now. Like they're done. Not me, but they're done with Adidas. I don't buy Adidas, but still, they're finished with it. And that's the thing is altogether, they're not going to buy anything that they want. Just like with Bud Light, we're done with the product because they decided to, reach out.
They act like they done with they not. Like I said, they might be done with Bud Light, but the Anheuser goes far.
It does.
You see what I'm saying? That's the whole point. Well, I ain't drinking Bud Light. I'm drinking Bud Crystal.
Hey, I know, right?
Right.
Yeah. And that's the stupid part. Because some of them ain't going to realize they're still giving to the same company. They
still Anheuser-Busch.
Same thing. And some people will do it.
Still Anheuser.
So I don't know, man.
They're all just different branches of the same company.
Yeah. Right. I don't know. It's crazy though. Hopefully, hey, it's just funny. He said you can't cancel me, so he's back. But Jamie Foxx, I forgot. Apparently he's out. Apparently he's been out of the hospital.
Yeah, you go ahead.
No, go ahead, because
and it is. I have heard and read and seen, and it is contradicting itself, saying that he's fine. And then in some cases they saying, well, maybe he's going through a whole lot more than what they reporting, because if he was fine, then you would actually see him. And then at one point, I think the daughter even said something, we need prayers for the family or whatever.
Yeah.
And then later, and I even saw on some couple of interviews where you had like Kevin Hart and some other celebrities talking about, and you can say when they was talking about it, like they hadn't really communicated, but they said like, I have heard.
Yeah.
Or something suggested from the family, but they don't know for a fact that he's fine.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's being reported like maybe he got like, some brain damage or something going on. Something, but he might be out of the hospital, like I said, but it's something going on deeper.
You would think
because if he was actually doing well, then you would think he might have said something.
Somebody would have seen him.
Yeah, somebody communicate with somebody.
Hey, TMZ.
TMZ don't nobody.
TMZ at every hospital.
Yeah, so if he left the hospital,
TMZ would have had a picture.
They would have had footage.
Yeah. I mean, they're waiting in the bushes outside of every
hospital in LA.
Yeah, all of them.
So. And they're waiting in the bushes at every emergency room in LA. And they waiting for somebody to go in.
And then on the other hand,
it would not come out.
Hey, and then on the other hand, it was reported why he was there.
Yeah.
And this is just speculations.
Speculation.
It's like maybe the Puffy Man had something to do with it. I don't know.
I heard that too.
And I'm just saying that came out a lot, talked about it a lot. And like I said, it was like maybe
Jamie had a lot to do with a lot of stuff.
Had some things to say or some things he done.
Ain't my business.
And this might have been the consequence, but that's all speculation.
Speculations.
Yeah. But that's got something to it, but we know he ain't
read it nowhere.
We do, hey, if something deeper than what it is, hey, keep praying for him.
Yeah, come on, Jamie Foxx.
Jamie is one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
Truly,
of our across the board. Yeah, all time. Because this man bridged over from comedy to singing to acting to whatever he can. He can basically do anything.
I'm about to say, I won't say dang near of all time.
Yeah,
he's an all time.
He's an all time.
He's so multifaceted. Like he's played so many different roles.
What prevents him from being up there with somebody like Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson,
aside from not having the catalog.
The only difference, he don't have actual platinum albums. He just is talented enough to actually sing and entertain.
He was an all-time era guy. That's all I'm saying. To some people, he could be all time. I'm not saying I'm not disputing it.
It's just his.
But he's all like that era. That era, because his relevancy is different now. To me,
he just had a movie trailer released the other day.
Right? Yeah.
Which one he had now? Hey, I'm gonna tell you what was good. Hey, because he do play some good movies.
Right.
He do play some good movies.
Yeah.
But I do think he is an era guy. He's not all time.
But he's lasted multiple eras.
Yes, he has.
Era. That was
multiple feats.
Multiple, not one.
In multiple areas.
Right.
Think about that.
Yeah. When I was introduced to him,
Ohtani.
The first time that I ever heard of Jamie Foxx was on Kanye West's song
Gold Digger.
Yeah.
But you love Kanye.
Yeah, I love Kanye.
Well,
that was my first time I was introduced to him.
And then after that, you wasn't old enough to know Living Color.
Right.
That's the Jamie Foxx show.
Right.
And that one Bait.
Yeah.
Debate movie.
And he was also in Slow Jams.
Oh yeah, and Slow Jams. Yeah, he was on Slow Jams too. That was another good song.
Oh, with Twist.
Yeah.
And he was also
that was a hit.
I only knew him as a
movie
musician.
with Bernie Mac in it.
Which one?
The one that blew up the club. Players Club. Players Club.
He was the DJ.
Yeah, he was the DJ. He wound up with
also Willie Beeman and
Willie Beeman. That's why I tell you. That's why he's generational.
No, to me, your argument sounds silly because the more you keep talking about it, it's like it really
spread. He keep coming up.
And then you talk about the music. And then the comedy era,
because
that was he was the host, wasn't he?
He's been a host on numerous
comedy,
right? Yeah,
he's not been a host one time. It's been like numerous.
Times. Comedy Jam.
I think so. No, I don't know, but he's been a host of like the Oscars. Man,
that was Martin.
That was Martin.
And then he had his TV show.
Now, see, somebody came up to me,
and he had his own TV show.
Somebody, I had this. I know this was not finna come off like you might not feel it. You might not feel it, but might not feel it. But you can't tell me Damon Wayans can't out comedy Dave Chappelle.
Nope. Nah, I can't go there. I mean, I would go that. Now, you want to talk about an era guy in his era, he had his appeal and he had his way, and you know it wasn't necessarily over the top comedy, but he had kind of like a
Damon Wayans was over the top. Over the top.
Right.
Was over the top. Damon Wayans was over the top.
Okay, very. I'm saying, well, he was, but I'm saying it's his era. It's kind of like the whole family was like that.
No, not like Damon.
I'm saying Damon was good. Don't get me wrong.
Damon
and
was
like I said, Major Pain.
That's what I said. That was one of you just mentioned it.
But I was saying maybe that's what John needs.
Yeah.
Major Pain, because if he had Major Pain,
Damon Wayans.
If Major Pain got a hold of John wouldn't be the same.
Like I said, I'm a big fan of Dave Chappelle.
I love that.
But I got to listen to somebody. I got to listen to somebody explaining Damon Wayans as compared to Dave Chappelle, and really, there really is not really too much of a comparison.
Hey, okay, keep going.
It's not really. I mean, as if the product. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, but I got one
and
point.
The move, because Damon Wayans has, like they say, if you go to a Damon Wayans concert right now, you're probably gonna fall out laughing. I'm not saying you're not gonna fall out of Dave Chappelle, but Dave Chappelle, he a little bit. I mean, Damon Wayans.
I'm gonna give you a separator.
Okay.
I give you a separator. You can give Damon all his props, but Dave never crossed over.
Crossed over to what?
Think about it.
What?
Okay, you can't tell me again.
I don't
what
know.
do you mean crossed over?
Because he never put on a dress.
Oh, okay.
I don't see Damon Wayans in a dress.
I think he.
He's speaking metaphorically.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't know no movie. Oh no, he didn't wear no, because he did Man in Films. He wasn't wearing no dress. He was just Man in Films on Living Color.
You know what? No, his brother did.
Yeah. No, Damon Wayans did.
Dave
Man in Films. Him and David Allen Gear. The most iconic, funniest sketch that you could ever see on TV with two guys acting gay. You see what I'm saying? And it was you never seen Damon in no dress. He just act gay.
Yeah.
He didn't act like no woman. He had like a gay dude.
No,
you see what I'm saying? That's different.
There is
a difference.
Great.
I'm just saying there's a difference.
That is speaking metaphorically, Greg. He's not talking about a literal dress.
No. I'm saying he ain't put on no literal dress.
Jay, I think he was talking about literally, because that's the thing in Hollywood is that most.
But what I'm saying, David never gave you that,
and you know what, and I never really.
What his dad is saying is that Dave has been black throughout the whole.
Jay, he's not saying that. He's saying that Dave has stayed on the straight path,
right?
The whole path, because they say in Hollywood a lot of blacks are conformed to be doing gay type of material, or they're always formed to
put on some dresses. Damon Wayans and put on no dress.
And that's what they say happened to Omar Gooden in Hollywood, and there's a whole bunch of other guys.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's why some say they get blacklisted or not casted anymore.
Because they refuse to.
Yeah, exactly. Because they didn't want to do anything like that. Now, some guys, they don't really care because it's not a big deal. Now, to your point, I don't think Damon actually put on the dress, which is kind of the point he was trying to make, was like, some guys are forced to actually put on the dress. He didn't do it. This is my phone. I know myself. I'm sorry. But he was forced to put on the dress, and he didn't do it.
He didn't put on the dress.
He did act gaily, which is different.
He did the gay role.
Yeah, but
that's not putting on the dress.
It's not
and acting woman. Like a woman.
It's different because it's not. No, it is. It's a difference between actually because
they didn't act like they was women. They were still men.
They were,
because the show was.
Did Dave Chappelle ever do anything like that?
Film.
No, he didn't. But I'm just saying.
Did Dave ever do that?
No,
he did Crackheads.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying.
I said, I'm specifically asking you, did Dave do that?
Did what?
That.
Act like a gay guy?
Yeah, or a woman. No, he didn't. I can't. I'm really thinking back at his catalog, and he's done a lot of his skits were like you were talking about, being a crackhead on the street, some type of thing like that. A lot of black puns, or a white guy, stuff like that.
Being a white guy, he has put on whiteface.
A lot.
So I guess you could say he crossed the line.
No, he crossed over. He didn't say crossed the line. He said crossed over.
Crossed over.
Yeah.
I guess you could say he crossed over.
Yeah.
Well, it was
transracial.
So
he
went full transracial.
Okay.
But no, to Greg's point about that, actually, I think there's a good point to be made because I am more in the Dave era, but I was going to say earlier that I think they're both era guys.
Yeah, they are era guys.
I think Dave and Damon are both era guys.
Right.
Dave was an era a little bit later than Damon. Damon started earlier, carried over a little bit into Dave's, and Dave's carried on after Damon's has kind of gone down a little bit. Damon still produces a lot of stuff, so his is a little bit different. Plus, like what Greg was saying, really, if you're talking about overall categories, it's sort of like Chris Brown versus Usher. It's really sort of like, if you really look back at it, the catalogs, the hits, Chris Brown really
got the hits.
He got them. He got a lot of them. It's sort of like with Damon
I like
Wayans.
Usher.
Yeah. Love him.
Yeah. But he ain't got Chris Brown's
So you
catalog.
saying Damon Wayans more iconic than Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, to a degree.
Yeah. Because he had a lot
comedy
more.
degree. Yeah.
Because you got to think Dave's catalog isn't as big as people think. He had a couple
But Dave's
films.
catalog is more impactful.
Yeah. To some extent.
No, it's
just like
now.
Now.
It's
Like
now.
Barney Mac and
Because you got to think Damon Wayans hosted in Living Color. How many people got spawned off of that? Jim Carrey was James Carrey on there.
Yeah, on Living Color.
Literally, he was James.
The roles and the people that came off of that. Now, like I
So
said,
many careers.
the iconicness of
And that adds to
men
your
on
legacy.
film when wasn't nobody even bold enough to even
Do
act
that.
gay.
Yeah.
You know
Or
what
do
I'm
half
saying?
of those
He
skits.
didn't act like no woman.
Yeah.
He act.
Yeah.
It's a difference between dressing up as a woman and acting.
It is.
It's a difference.
No, I think we got that point across though. But
that's what I'm saying. So Damon ain't putting on no dress. He ain't walking around. Neither has David Allen Gear.
Yeah.
If you want to really look at,
No,
like,
he didn't. No, he said
if
no.
you want to look at like comedians as compared to like there's funny people that can really do things that just.
But see,
You
so like,
got to look at
but see,
David
it's
Allen
subjective
Gear.
in this point because
Yeah.
it's like Dave Chappelle. Some people that's just more their cup of tea.
Yeah, he's funny. He's funny.
They're funny in different ways.
Yeah.
because Damon is more comedic, like comedy, cartoonish sketch type of comedy.
Right,
He
yeah.
did a lot of what Dave did earlier. You know what I'm saying? He put on all the skits. Then Dave had his show decade plus later with all the skits. Comes off of platforms that come from before that, like Mad TV, at least the different things. So, like, that's where they get the idea of having sketch comedy. You know, SNL
Pushing the L, pushing the limit. Like I say, they always say like with Eddie Murphy with Saturday Night Live, with where he came in. Even though Garrett Morris was on there doing it before Eddie Murphy was. You see what I'm saying? So, but it's like, do you remember that? Do you remember Garrett Morrison pushing the issue on Saturday Night Live like you remember Eddie Murphy pushing the issue on Saturday Night Live?
Eddie was just more funny.
But do you remember Garrett Morrison?
I remember Garrett
pushing
Morris
the
being
issue?
on Saturday Night Live.
So that's what I'm saying. But he used to do
And
controversial
was funny,
stuff.
but
it
but
wasn't
the thing
that.
is, Eddie was more iconic and more funnier.
Not in. He became
to
that.
most people. Well, I mean, I'm just saying,
Greg,
in
Eddie
general,
was more funnier.
because people. Well, he obviously was because he's more revered over time. Like Eddie Murphy.
Over the time. Now you trying to tell me
Now,
Garrett
maybe
Morris wasn't a hilarious?
No, it's saying, but see, once again, you got
he
areas that
was
like
funny,
semi-cross
but
over.
he wasn't
So
iconic funny. You know, you remember him on Saturday Night Live if you was alive then, and you watched Saturday because it was one of the big rated shows. So you kind of knew Garrett Morris, but when Eddie Murphy got on there, it's just like it really went through the roof because everybody loved.
That's when we started watching it.
Most actors on that show. Of people that comedians on that show went on to be big.
Which one?
Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah, like which one? Like the Garrett Morris era.
I'll say,
Since we're on top of this,
a lot of them.
hold on, what Jay?
I was going to
But
say,
he didn't.
since we're on the topic of this, I forgot to mention the writer's strike.
Oh yeah, the writer's strike might happen.
It is happening.
It is happening.
Oh no,
It's happening. So
What?
it's like, what happens? And I would like to know
not
really
remember
what
last
the
hold on.
writer's
Just
strike
ad-lib.
is.
Let me inform Dad about
I'm
the
a
writer's
ad-lib.
strike.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on,
Like, what is it going to
We
cost?
can make it happen.
all right, go ahead, Jay.
Okay, so the writer's strike is pretty much a bunch of people who like write sketch comedy or shows or anything like that. You know, they all have this like guilds or something like that together,
Writers
right?
Guild.
And so they are all going on strike because they feel like they're not getting paid enough in the streaming era.
They're not.
Right? And they're not. So now all these shows that are supposed to be like released and all that are being postponed or delayed
because they ain't letting their material get out like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And so then the issue with that is that while they're doing this to fight for their right to earn better wages, AI is still coming around the corner and showing
right
and do all
and
types of advanced. So in however long, because the last time this lasted apparently was like in 2008 or 2009 or something like that, and it lasted for 3 months. They went on strike for 3 months.
Okay.
So if they go on strike for 3 months now,
they might be out of everything.
They might be out of like
a whole job,
whole industry.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I agree with. I see that.
Because I mean, telling you,
I see that.
You can have,
and like I said, you could come about at the wrong time trying to flex.
Right.
And right now, this probably ain't the time. They probably, okay, we'll absorb this loss for a minute, but once we come back, ain't nobody else gonna be in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
And if they go AI, then they don't need no writers.
Yeah, because see what happens.
So
well, because what happens with the AI is that it's simply, because I've used it and you used it too, hadn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. All you literally do is type in all the parameters of the stuff that you want for the script and everything. It's literally instant. I'm talking like seconds.
Like seconds. Yeah.
And it's probably could be better.
It could be. It depends on how it puts it together. Now, they say you need to probably proofread and go through it a lot because there's still a lot of upgrades they have to make to the tech.
Yeah. What I think will happen.
Minor changes.
And
Yeah.
In a situation like that, what I think will happen is they'll still have like the creative geniuses that come up with like these hilarious bits that only so far that we know a human mind can come up with, right? And then they'll probably proofread and, like you said, make changes to like a script that has already been drafted by AI, and then interject and
Well, I feel like that's
right because if you put the actor's ability along with AI potential, then you gonna throw away the writer. The writer gonna be gone because you can ad lib situations that don't always sound right artificially you got to put a little humanness in it.
Yeah.
So if they you take that and then you take a good actor, with some. And then they take that, they can fix it. Yeah. They don't need no writer there. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem. The point being is what he's saying is this. I'm going to throw this out there. He didn't really say it yet, but if we're the writer's angle in this scenario is that they can just literally leverage that they can create better stories for the AI to come up with and alter. Like for the ideas, because think about it, the funny people most of the time, that's what makes certain people like Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, Damon Wayans really great, because they're actually really funny and they come up with their own material, their own sketches. A lot of people sometimes on TV, people who are funny, who have their own shows, they don't write their own stuff sometimes.
Right.
They have writers, they have people to help produce the show. Without them, they're nowhere near as funny. They're the funny.
That's the difference between sketch comedy and comedy TV.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that. Yeah.
And plus, once you like say the writers, they write the strip, but the actors make the strip. So you ad lib some of that anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's a strip to get things lined up and you got an idea of what you're doing.
Yeah.
But in that strip, you will ad lib anyway.
Depending on your director.
With AI writing this strip, like I said, make a few minor adjustments and you take the strip and you just ad lib it like you've been doing. And it might even be a better strip, like I say, don't know, but it's possible.
Right.
And
that's the problem, is because everything's about capitalism in America. How can I make the most for the least?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. You get to write Siri. Boy, you got a whole documentary, 2 movies and everything. You talk to her the right way,
And how many students are gonna be passing?
Oh, see, and it's funny because
think about that.
They're not 100% ready yet, but schools and the universities are still using these things. So there was a university that caught like last week, his professor got in trouble because he accused all the students of actually using ChatGPT. And they weren't. Actually, come to find out that
they were gonna make that one flunk.
Yeah, because they thought they were all cheating. They weren't.
Yeah.
But really, they all had actually passed, made
right.
Because they used the chat bot to grade it, and it came back saying that these people had cheated.
Chat. It was a bot.
But it wasn't. So like the tech is flawed to an extent still. So like it still has a ways to go as far as like getting perfected, but it's going to get there. You know it will. Like, let me stop that from coming off.
Yeah, it almost be.
But why not let it write the strip? You know, write your story, but you gonna change it too.
Well, it's like
It's like I put it all down and then I just make my adjustments as I go, like I say, and change it. I didn't leave it as is.
Yeah, because you get rid of the writer. It just is like, so you have probably the producer or the director or whatever. They come up with whatever parameters, the script, whatever, and they can throw it in there. It just eliminates one other employee that's getting paid.
And it saves you
thousands of dollars.
You don't need that group in there no more.
It's just like anytime a job decides to downsize,
you don't need that think tank.
Team.
Yeah.
You know, that writer think tank. Because you might hire 50 writers to come up with something, and then when you can just put it in a program and let them figure out 50 scenarios.
Yeah.
And then you pick it out. You ain't got to have no think tanks doing shit no more. You ain't got to have none of that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And it be ready in the morning.
But here's
be ready in the morning.
My angle that I'm trying to go for on this or harp on is that it's not immoral or wrong.
Is it wrong for them to do that? AI to take over that?
Well, that's just saying, is it wrong for them to take over any job?
I wouldn't put mores on that because it's more about entertainment, right?
Well,
so in that case, but it depends on how far you go with it. But as far as entertainment, it just seemed like basically you cutting out jobs. And like anywhere else, you know, like you said.
Automation.
Yeah, more things you can get to do things without people. It's just cutting out jobs.
Yeah.
Right. So is that not like...
Well, anytime tech is advanced,
it's a bad thing. It is a bad thing for society.
Because for society. But society is probably the reason it's created.
Your business,
you complaining.
And the less people you got to deal with bad attitudes, you know, programs don't talk back.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. Like the video I made.
I'm going to give you an example.
They don't talk back, you know.
I'm going to give an example.
Tell them what to do, they just do it.
Hold on.
I was going to get some gas, yesterday. And I'm like, well, okay, the cheapest gas I saw was $2.94. Right there at the corner of Memorial, what's the name, right?
What's the name of Speedway?
Right there on the corner of Memorial.
In Jefferson?
No, right there on Memorial.
Dodges?
No, right there at the 4-way down by
Northfield.
Taco Bell.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Northfield.
Yeah, Northfield. Gas station right there. It was $2.94.
Murphy's.
Yeah, Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy Speedway.
Okay.
And Express. Yeah.
So I'm like, this is cheap gas. So I'm rolling and get some gas. And it's in the afternoon. It's like 7 something, I guess, 8 something or whatever. And they were closed.
Oh, yeah.
The store?
The store was closed. I guess nobody showed up.
I guess they didn't have staff.
Yeah.
It was closed down. Yeah.
But if you had AI,
that's wild, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that's the thing.
Well, that's what robotics.
So
I thought you could
so the thing is, they not showing up. So people not showing up to work.
Usually.
So if I can't get nobody to show up to work at some point, they are going to implement, because there's certain gas stations, they already have things like that in place. Yeah. So if this person that owned Murphy's, like, well, I can't get nobody to depend on to be there to have it open.
Using the cash.
Then at some point, I'm just going to have my doors open and have the machine set up, and you just come in and serve yourself.
That's what robotics is.
That's like like at Walmart. Go self-checkout. But you can still self-checkout at the gas station.
That's what I'm saying. That's how humans eliminating themselves, because apparently somebody's supposed to be in there.
You need at least one person there. But the thing
wasn't nobody. The store was closed.
Yeah.
And I never known Murphy to be closed at 8 o'clock.
For real,
you know, something like this. So that means somebody didn't show up to work.
Right.
So this person that owned the store at this point thinking, if I can't get humans to be here, then eventually I'm going to have to do something else and take another step.
Just like that.
And that's what I'm saying. So we create these problems.
Okay. So, and that's valid. But then, okay. So let's say, because I know this isn't all going to get rolled out all at once.
Yeah.
It's going to start with like low-level base jobs, right? Like the gas station worker, burger flipper at McDonald's.
Anybody.
Right?
Yeah.
All those types of jobs is going to start with that. As we progress and like Because I'm wondering what the plan is then.
Because
how are we implementing this over time?
Because it's going to go digital.
Gradual.
Right.
Digital.
But we're not.
Because just like you just said, like going in the gas station, you don't need to go in the gas station if they not going to take cash. If you paying cash, they don't want your service. It's going to be digital. Because if you can walk into the gas station with your credit card, you see what I'm saying? And don't nobody have to be there.
No.
And then you can pick up your stuff. They know if you paid for it or not.
Yeah, it's cameras.
No, it's not even a camera. If you don't have that stuff scanned on that thing, it's an alarm can go off. They don't have to let you out the door. The door can lock.
The point being is that you still need a human somewhere. Like, but the point is,
preferably you would like to have that.
It's just like the thing is, these jobs, they're still going to need at least some humans,
some human active.
But you eliminate 80%
somebody
of
to pick up the credit card.
Right. No,
you can
just touch your card. You ain't even got.
I'm coming to get the receipt.
You don't even have to even do that. You can get scanned.
You just tap.
You don't even have to take your shit out your pocket.
Really have to be there.
Like I said, you only need
people that got to come is the people that's dropping off the products.
But what I was trying to get at with that is what is the job? What's the word I'm looking for? Market, or people say that.
That's gonna. You know who they need people. Technology.
How does it affect the economy as far as
No. I'm saying
they don't need cash register workers.
It's kind of what I'm saying.
They're gonna eventually not need cash register workers.
Affect people eventually from the lowest point.
It's gonna take a long time
because the simple fact that it's gonna start somewhere like a gas station, like you said. Then you said
it's gonna start at McDonald's.
So and like places where people don't always show up to work.
It's already happening. It's fast food.
So it's happening. That's what I'm saying.
So you don't need no cash register
gonna change
to order your food.
Eventually, when it's gradual, like I said, I see a gradual change because like you say, right now we kind of still in the people business.
Yeah.
But as over time, people not gonna want to work these jobs.
Because a lot of people don't like working.
Who are dedicated,
right,
So eventually they're gonna get to the point. It's like we got 2 jobs replaced, then we got 3 jobs replaced. Eventually we just down to about a manager and like 2 employees.
Yep.
And then at some point they'll get replaced. But it's going to be a gradual effect throughout every situation.
So what are going to be the entry level jobs, or
they're being done now?
In the future, what are going to be?
They'd be tech jobs,
security,
everything,
video technology. Censorship. Anything dealing with
robotics, you can have robots.
Sensors and robots.
Yeah,
that's a kid.
Sensors is going to be on the people. And robotic is going to be creating the situation.
What job could a 15, 16, 17-year-old have in a future environment where all of these low-level base jobs
is gone?
You can still sell dope on the street.
Prostitution.
It's still available.
No, but I'm honestly, to me, their jobs would probably be something like security. You'd have to have somebody monitoring action.
So we're going to have 15, 16-year-olds walking around with guns.
No, I'm just saying you can
they're going to eliminate that. What job could they have?
I don't know. You could use somebody that's young.
Because it's going to either be litter control,
something basic,
picking up stuff like that.
Well, you have robots for janitorial stuff.
No, litter control, because people still gonna throw their wrappers out the window.
You can have robots for that.
Out the window.
Robots for that.
They can.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point he's trying to make. Like, what jobs do they have? So really, like
nothing.
So everybody's gonna have to be like some tech major or something like that at some point in the future.
You have to work on
that, or an organ donor.
Or an OnlyFans
member.
I got my
professional organ donors.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's on OnlyFans.
This is an old throwback picture of me picking up trash.
You just a kidney grower. All that you sit around is grow kidneys. Every 2 years, you sprout out 2 new kidneys.
They started doing you like they do those sheep overseas, because they do that to like animals. Sadly, they just get these goats and sheep and just throw extra organs in them. And it's like, man, that's terrible. And then they just cut them out, and all right, let's try again. But
right, yeah. I mean, it's crazy to think of that.
That's like the movie The Island. You know what I'm saying? Where they clone people. So in case something happens to the real person, they would just take the clone and F them up, and then like, here you go. Here's what you need. And then the clones obviously realize that, well, they were clones, and they're like, hey man, I feel human. So it was pretty effed up. But
it is eliminating our ability.
That's a good question.
For actual human,
right?
You know, humans. Right. Like, we alleviating ourselves.
No, we are. That's the thing about the tech.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why they gonna start.
Because we're complaining about these jobs.
Yeah. They got to get rid of some of us.
And we're not.
You know what I'm saying?
Great. No, you don't. No, if you get on that, it's sort of like the rent. That's wrong.
I'm just saying
that information's off. People have been saying that for a long time about we need to get rid of people. No, we actually need more people. We don't have enough. Because we don't have enough. You got to think. We don't have the people to build these robotics now. We need more bodies.
We got the people. We don't have the brain, the brainage.
No, we don't have the people because they're not doing it.
That's the idea. There ain't no way you're going to tell me, like, Dad says Pookie and Ray Ray about to figure out how to do.
Yeah, we don't need them. No, if we come to a point where we don't need them no more.
There's no way.
Unfortunately, we never needed them.
Right.
I hate to say that.
No, we did need them at one time.
We needed different bodies.
Who gonna take care of the street?
Ray Ray have never wanted to do anything.
Somebody.
Pookie and Ray Ray have never done anything.
No, I'm just saying, but we needed those bodies.
We needed those bodies. We needed that workforce.
Yeah.
You know what? The workforce look at it like we just need the body.
Yeah. You know, Pookie and Ray Ray,
we'll try to work with them.
Yeah.
A lot of different people.
Now they do. They like Pookie and Ray come in. Now if you can't last, it's on you, but we gonna try you.
Yeah, Pookie and Ray Ray about to be mechatronics majors.
Yeah, they're gonna have to try. They're gonna have to try because that's the only thing they're offering in school.
Hey, honestly, they just giving them courses away on the back of cereal boxes.
On another,
you know, if you really want to go like, you know, they got them. You just, I'm a dog.
Right, and I'm not gonna deny the people the potential to like achieve greater, but it's like at the same time we've already built the system and all this to be that way, to where like if at bare minimum, if you can't excel in a specific field or anything like that, you can at least be a body to do some work.
Yeah. But
now that we've got that set up, we got whole generations of people that are just with that mindset and all that, right? And that's their ability. How are we going to influence the children of these people to be or aspire for more if
a lot of
don't need, I would say this. Like you said, we don't need steel stampers. You know, metal stampers. Well, where's the nearest metal stamping plant at? You remember how big metal stamping used to be in the United States? That was one of the. Where is the nearest metal stamping plant at?
I don't know.
Somebody at my job the other day, they asked, was there a shoe shiner in?
Yeah, who shine a shoe?
And the first thing I thought was like,
they do it at the airport.
Some shoes?
They do sometimes. It's on
at the airport.
Who?
I'm like,
no, at the airport.
Yeah.
And it used to be 5 or 12 on every corner, everywhere. Because people used to like the look a certain, and that was ask somebody to shine your shoes and hope you don't get slapped the stew out of.
In the tech world,
you know what I'm saying?
In the tech world, what's gonna happen is pretty much kids grew up in that era. Mm-hmm. And kids, young kids, they graduate. It's a lot of the capacity of learning will already be in you because you started off as a child already learning these type of behaviors. So as you get over Pookie and Craig, they gon' have to have some of that anyway because they just came up in it. You know what I'm saying? Now, how much knowledge you need to actually have a job and carry on a good living, I don't know. But a lot of this knowledge is already going to be stored in you.
Operating.
It's just how far you willing to take it.
Knowing how to operate it is going to be, that's not the issue. Because just like anything that comes along, like the telephone, you know, you're going to know how to know, but you don't know how to fix a telephone. You know how to talk on it. You know how to call anybody on that sun gun. But can you go
But you don't know how to actually build the OS and the apps and all that design.
You know how to use, but you grew up with the knowledge.
Okay. So hold on.
You have the knowledge.
To that, like, okay, you have the knowledge. Most of these kids now have that knowledge. The point being,
they got to use the knowledge,
but they don't. Yeah, but they still don't know how to actually do the stuff. It's going to have to be up to like
operating knowledge.
It's going to sadly have to come down to legislation again. At some point in time, you have to literally change the curriculum. So like they do in Japan, China, overseas, and other countries, they don't practice learning these other things that we do over here. Like we're wasting time. Basket weaving degrees, art degrees, whatever. Right. We don't. Those have to be eliminated at some point in time.
In my dystopian future of America,
those would just be hobbies.
I think artistry and the ability to create will see a spike back up in the near future.
In some way, because people are going to need to be able to do it digitally. That's how they'll create more jobs.
Right.
But that's the way to look at it. But we're going to beat this one to death. I mean, we want to serve some meat. Yeah. I like this topic, but we can revisit this because this is a deeper one. So I did want to mention that, Martha Stewart was on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, it was just I just wanted to mention that real quick, just because, like.
Well, no, it goes back to with the Sports Illustrated. I had an epiphany because I only looked at one thing.
And Angel Reese.
Angel Reese's
that was a good one.
Vision, eye vision. But looking at it, that was a nice cover. She did a nice.
You said something different, though.
Yeah, I did say that.
You said something different.
First, I said she didn't look comfortable.
But you didn't state that here.
No. She didn't look comfortable initially looking at her doing it. Yeah. But then I looked at her again, and now I'm looking at her in other aspects. And
he looked at other photos.
Yeah. And
realize she's very comfortable.
That just look how she looks.
Yeah, and I was like,
that's a look in her face.
It's a seductive look.
Well, because I'm like, it's her slanted eyes. That's how that's her shape. They're just naturally like that. So she just kind of has that natural look.
And kind of look like she a little mean, a little bit.
Also, she doesn't smile,
but she don't come across mean. But she kind of got like a little competitive.
Some people have RBF. You know what I'm saying? That so. The
new thing is,
but they're nice people.
But if you look at the thing, if you look at what's happening with NIL, it's more beneficial for the women athletes than it is for the male athletes. Because let me tell you, because the male athlete, any male athlete that can go anywhere and as a first round pick, they gone. You see what I'm saying?
But
they're gone.
Oh yeah.
Angel Reese, if she decided to go pro,
you're going to talk about what we talked about before.
Right. If she decided to go pro, she would be making a pay.
She would make a pay cut.
It's a whole bunch of them.
There's a few of them.
No, it's a whole bunch of them. Talk about these.
Y'all remember the popularity of the sport. It's still not that high.
It's coming across.
I mean,
we had a moment.
We had a moment.
Can we bring it back to Martha Stewart on this cover?
Yeah.
Are y'all saying what? Before I even show y'all this picture,
we've all seen. I've seen them all.
All right.
She's thirst trapping.
No, is Martha Stewart attractive? Because I'm about to.
Hey, no, she's.
That's why I said it was the cover airbrush.
No, I don't believe so.
No,
it was.
For an 81-year-old
do you
woman,
think that Martha?
For 81 years old,
do we think?
And the
you know
pictures
what?
that I saw, I would say she's very attractive.
No, the concept. No, I ain't gonna say all that. I'm gonna just say the concept of putting Martha Stewart in there was not a bad idea. Again,
look at those.
That's
legs. Look at those legs.
That's attractive.
Are you telling me? No, are you telling me these chicken skin legs?
I'm just saying.
So that's what I'm saying. To a 94-year-old, she flew to a 94.
I'm gonna have to give her some credit.
To a 94. I'm considering for a 94-year-old guy. She flies all get up.
That's ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
I'm just like
that's ridiculous.
I'm good with it.
She looks better than men that are 50.
I'm saying I like the fact that she got the nerve and the gall to do that. But what I'm just saying, I'm not gonna sit here and act like Martha Fly. That's all I'm just saying. But to a 94-year-old dude, she probably is fly.
I'm just saying that's
get up.
I think that's a ridiculous ridiculous age to say.
The 94 is about to be dead anyway.
He probably don't even care.
But she 81.
But Greg, you're acting like somebody 60 wouldn't be attracted to that. Like there's some 60-year-old dude out there, like not like
50, probably.
50s. Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
Let me look at it again.
Like,
let me see it again.
Dude,
I'm 54.
Right.
I'm the oldest in the room. So I'm the closest. Hey, I'm gonna be the closest to think this should be attractive. I'm gonna look at it again. My contacts messed up.
Considering that she's 81 years
If I see that on the beach, I'm gonna be like, somebody come get their grandma up off the beach because this ain't right.
Right.
This ain't right. Okay. I don't want my mud deal on the beach.
Ain't nobody saying they want their grandmama out there. We're talking about Martha Stewart,
81
years old. Grandma's age.
81 years old.
Cover. And the whole point is she's on the swimsuit cover. And I'm not saying Martha Stewart is a 10 if I'm looking at somebody 30, 20, 40, 50, whatever. But for 81 years old, I can't say that look bad.
Yeah, no, she does look very fair skinned.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Other 81-year-olds are walking around there looking just like that.
I know, right? In decent health. But as far as like,
I'm not gonna be saying, "Oh, she bad." No,
I'm not like that. Oh, she a 10.
I'm putting this in the context. She's 81.
Yeah, get some credit.
I mean, damn, Greg. I mean, do you?
That's what I said. What did I say?
No, you didn't. For
I said
94-year-old blind man,
I was the one
special.
What did I say, Jay?
I was the one hating. I said with these chicken skin legs.
Yeah,
but what did I say?
And she probably look real old to you.
81-year-old woman.
Greg, you
trying to give her applause. I'm stepping it up. Like I'm saying, I give her credit for even attempting that.
If you go back and listen to what you said, it didn't sound anything like that.
I'm gonna have to give her some credit
to a 94.
I'm considering
a 94-year-old guy. She flies all get up.
That's ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
I'm just like
I just said
she wasn't gonna be sexy to nobody, but unless they were 90.
See that.
Yeah,
that's all I said.
Right.
And like I said, that sounds.
It might not sound good.
That's ridiculous.
You done seen women younger than that. Look
94.
Right, yeah.
That's literally 24 years older than 70.
I
they
will
definitely
say
should. They definitely should be attracted to that.
Okay, yeah.
For Martha Stewart's age,
who looks like that?
She looks well
for an 81-year-old.
For an 81-year-old.
How old is Marjorie Taylor Greene?
47.
And she looks 10 times better than her.
I would say
that's what I'm saying.
I got to look up these people.
Marjorie,
no, I'm just saying.
Beat up Karen?
Hey, as because I will.
I have seen people younger than that.
Hey, that's just because
look worse than that.
I like Martha Stewart better than Marjorie Taylor, but
Martha looks better considering age. Considering age, she looked better,
and that could be a daughter.
Also, looking at her face, man. I mean, like, what is this face?
What? Are you talking about
Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Yeah, it's that beat up Karen look, man.
Yeah, she got the car wreck Karen.
Yeah, like she done.
It's Botox.
It is the Botox, cosmetic surgery, all like it's swelled up and concrete.
But like I'm with Martha
Just give credit. 81 years old. If you can look like that, I'll guarantee you, most 80-year-old women, 50, 60, or 70 years old will want to look like that 81-year-old.
This is true. But
that's it. And
Martha Stewart, you are a beautiful woman. I'm sorry for saying.
Give credit.
You got chicken skin legs.
For real.
I was hating.
Yeah, like I mean,
I'm gonna hook you up with one of my uncles.
I mean, I don't want her on OnlyFans, but
Greg gonna be the uncle.
Yeah.
No, you said you would. Nah, I ain't gonna.
Greg gonna be the uncle. Greg,
you said you would be with Mark.
Greg,
he was saying he's gonna be the husband.
Yeah. G gonna marry.
Yeah, like I said, I get Martha.
G trying to get some of them dang on steaks she be cooking and stuff. Some of them dinners. Yeah.
Since we're here, real quick, let's just. I don't know if y'all can do this off the cuff. Who are some of the most attractive women y'all have seen in y'all's life?
I would have to say
your wife first and foremost.
First,
you're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Why you wife?
Other than that, okay, I would have to say like beautiful, like one.
Are you talking about real people or just like
real
celebrities
people.
or
Real people, celebrities? Like
somebody I would just like. I think it's just. I think Halle Berry is
Halle
gorgeous.
Berry.
Yeah, I really do think.
Oh yeah, I grew up.
Because
I just want to understand, like
Halle was in her prime,
generational stuff too.
Halle, Halle, and then you know who else I like? I like
Nia Long.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
I was gonna say this because I grew up on my era. We grew up
she's
on
gorgeous.
Nia Long, Vivica Fox before all the surgery.
Before
all the surgery.
set it off, Vivica.
Because of the black women, these are the ones. Like it was Vivica Fox.
Set it off, Vivica.
Yeah.
Oh,
her. Also, Gabrielle Union. She was one. People forget that she was one of those chicks.
Yeah.
Then also, and then for more of my generation, Megan Good. She was just that one.
I'll throw this one.
Kim Zolak. No.
Tisha Campbell.
Tisha Campbell. Yeah.
School Days.
Martin Tisha Campbell.
School Days Tisha Campbell.
Well, she was still bad on Martin.
Yeah, Martin too. But I'm saying that's the first time I saw
Pam.
Pam, but yeah, she was bad on that. Tisha Campbell was bad on that.
Yeah, that girl right there.
Yeah,
she's cute.
Yeah. And then I was knocked out of sleep one morning. I heard this beautiful song by somebody. I'm like, this ain't Whitney, but it's some. But Alicia Keys.
She like a tomboy.
Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys. I love me some Alicia Keys.
I like Alicia Keys, man.
I'm not saying she's not. But she has that. Like that dude said, she looked like a two guard.
Oh no,
my favorite two guard. That's my favorite two guard.
Alicia Keys, she is beautiful.
Dude.
I ain't say she wasn't.
Yes, you
but
did.
she still.
Yes, you did.
That's my favorite two guard.
That's not a
two guard.
That's my
Most
favorite
two guards look nice.
Hey, that's my favorite.
You sound ridiculous.
Yeah, like you posting somebody up.
Like who references? Man, she look like a guard. Nobody says that.
Two guard.
Basketball player, and usually basketball women.
Because she had a nice body and she was
looking like. Excuse my language.
What was that girl?
Lesbians.
What was the girl from?
That's what they're accused of.
Oh, you remember the one we were talking about? She played for Stanford.
I was gonna say Skylar Diggins.
Skylar Diggins.
Yeah.
She was fly.
Yeah, she
was fly. She was a two guard who looked like Alicia Keys.
Greg, you can't sell me on just the fact that Skylar Diggins was hot that anybody said, oh, she looked like a two guard. Nobody does that. Nobody says that. Nobody.
So I guess somebody from my generation, since I was kind of hoping to go generational, but I guess y'all
Megan Good.
And some of the people that like
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Jay, go.
Apparently, what everybody considered to be the most attractive is Ice Spice.
That funny looking son gun.
$500,000 date.
Right, yeah.
Cute.
Ice Spice is very pretty.
She funny looking, but she cute.
She throw you off when you look at her.
But hey,
it's only the hair. Look at her face.
So let me ask you. Who like Megan Thee Stallion and
Ice Spice
compared to what's her name?
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
No, it's not Nicki Minaj. It's the other one.
The other one. And the new
why am I'm drawing blanks
Doja
here.
Cat.
No.
Rapper?
Yeah.
Yes. The man
WAP.
Yes.
Cardi B.
Cardi B. I love her, but I'm telling you, she cannot hold Megan's jock strap in beauty. Like straight beauty. Now you can fix Cardi B up and make her look real good.
Yeah, you can.
You know what I'm saying?
You can do that with a lot of people, though.
But Megan already that.
Okay.
She don't need none of that.
You do you.
I'm gonna stick with those first five.
I like Cardi B. Cardi B sexy as all get up. You trying to tell me Megan don't look better than Cardi?
I would say Megan Thee Stallion is prettier than Cardi B.
Yeah.
Way. Like
Cardi B is.
I take Cardi B over the Stallion all day.
But I feel like
because of
Megan Thee Stallion,
because the overall package.
Right, yeah.
I'm not.
You think she's sexier than Cardi B?
I'm going with Cardi B.
Cardi B is more put up than Megan. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, she. I say that, but Megan, you do you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cardi B ain't dropped an album in 5 years.
Hey, that's my choice between them two.
I'm saying Cardi B hasn't dropped the album in 5 years. That's
I
how
left one out.
She's doing financially.
I left one out.
Queen Latifah?
Yeah, I would think about her. That beautiful woman.
Teeth?
What's her name?
Big Teeth.
On Hustle and Flow. It's hard out here for
Taraji.
Taraji P. Henson.
Right,
yeah. Taraji.
She's just like a nice, real good looking girl.
Just really.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's really just a
exactly.
Yeah, she falls under just a good looking.
She falls under what you say, wife look.
Yeah, she got the wife look
Yeah,
on.
you want and the great, beautiful whole.
Yeah, don't look like she need no whole bunch of.
We won. Type of deal.
So
she can wear
the one off Hustle and Flow though.
She can,
You want the one that came off Hustle and Flow?
Yeah, because that's when she was at her best looking.
Or you want the one off that movie where she kissed
I want the sweaty Taji.
So a black woman who's like really talented, really good at a lot of stuff, and also very pretty. Not what you would call hot, in my opinion, but very pretty is Regina King. She's a beautiful.
Did you ever
woman.
watch that movie?
Well, I watched a lot of.
No, the movie. The movie when I was telling you about the Western.
I still ain't because I told Jay we were talking about doing movie reviews. We got to get that on there.
You got to watch that.
The Harder They Fall. Yeah,
Harder They Fall. Yeah. Oh, I bet you. If anything, epitome of strong woman.
Yeah.
She got it in them. That's my girl right there in that movie right there. That's Regina King.
Which some people would debate to say is has led to the downfall of men.
A little bit.
Just falling in love with these women.
Strong
she had some dark
women.
side too.
Oh, she was the.
You got a little dark side.
She was a knock. You know.
Hey, no, she
was that.
Yeah.
You got it. The harder they fall.
I tell you, all-time beauty though.
Who?
And it's still going on today.
Whitney Houston.
Thelma for good times.
Oh heck yeah.
Thelma for good times. I don't know.
You
if they
not
even
realize
know.
at the time Thelma was on
How you
TV.
last that
She was
long?
the only black female teenager on any major TV role.
That's wild.
That was going on at the time.
That's pretty wild.
She was the only black female teenager at that time.
It's a pretty lonely place.
Hey,
Dang, and she's muscular.
Thelma.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just be jacked.
And she like 200 years old.
yeah, she like
You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
crazy.
she still look
63,
good.
I think.
That's wild. That's wild. That don't make any sense.
Right.
Well,
I find it funny that one thing that I wanted to mention, I find it funny y'all didn't mention any white women.
Oh, I mean, I got plenty of them too, but like
Taylor Swift.
But honestly, like I like to.
I don't know if she's really fine.
No, she's just cute.
But I'm like, who would be like
Taylor
that
Swift is
one
just
that
average.
Okay, so we need
Angelina Jolie.
to go down a white girl.
Not quite mine.
Adele.
Angelina, I like that.
Adele's
Angelina.
really fine
And
now.
you know
I mean,
who else
me.
is fine too?
Not my
That I
before,
kind of
but
find
that's
kind of
just
like
me.
on the she kind of like what's her name? She was married to Jesse James.
I mean, it's going.
I just watched it in another movie.
I mean, look, white women. You got the throwbacks, Jennifer Aniston,
right.
and then you got Jennifer Lawrence, she's bad. Apparently, she's just a total B to work with. Charlize Theron to me is like really, really pretty. So she's fine. So she falls into some of those other categories. But I'm trying to think. There's others.
The one who was in My Name Is
I gotta throw out blacks. Got shout outs out.
What was her name?
Yeah.
But you have, so I understand. You need to hear the other half.
You
too.
ever
That's
never
beauty.
seen My Name Is
Something
Earl?
about Mary.
That's true.
You know Crab Man's wife?
I think that was Jennifer Aniston.
What was
Nah,
Crab
that was,
Man's wife?
was,
And My Name Was Earl.
blonde head.
That's
What's her
the
name?
ultimate in white women.
I can't even
That's
think of
the
her name. That's
she the ultimate white woman. The one that My Name Is Earl, Crab Man's wife.
Oh, I forgot who you're talking. I know who you're talking about though.
That girl?
Yeah, that's my girl right there.
Yes.
That's who. Hey, if I
Who
was
is
a
that?
white one, I like her.
That's funny.
What about the white
She
girl?
played a role.
What about the one that was on the Jerry Springer
That's
movie?
her.
That's her.
Yeah, that's her, yeah.
Okay, that's
That
it.
is, yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Joy.
Yeah.
Joy,
Yeah.
That's my girl. She is so funny. She played a role.
Played by Jamie Presley.
That's if I like a white
dang,
actress,
yeah, she is.
that's who I like.
Yeah.
She is pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, don't fall in love over there,
Right,
Jay.
yeah.
Hey, don't be going looking for Kelly Bundy.
Boom. There you go.
How you not like Kelly Bundy?
Yeah, Kelly Bundy was I can go with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That wasn't right for me. Hey, for me, she was. And that was an older one that was like, she right.
And her crazy mama.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Peggy Bundy and Kelly Bundy.
Kelly was bad.
Yeah. Kelly was right here. Peggy was a little under, but Kelly was, Peggy used to wear them nice tight pants all the time, looking like Lucille and stuff. Oh, shoot. You know, they had some good ones. Some decent ones. I'm going to say decent ones.
Yeah. Well, hey, I think this is a good time to wrap.
Yeah.
I think this is a good time to wrap up the WTB today. We were going to get into some other stuff. We were going to mention Ja, damn it. Please just get it together.
Get your shit together, bro.
Please.
Come on, dog.
Also, anything about AI and robotics, I have a video that
Allen Iverson? No, my bag.
That I did talk about previously. So, I mean, if you feel like it's a shorter video, tune into it. So, I mean, it's just a dive.
But we did have an AI conversation other than the AI conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And let me just throw this by Ja real quick. If he gets spent at 20 games next year, now you remember they win without him. And it's just like I said, and maybe more games he gets suspended. I don't know. It just, to me, I put a lot of faith in. Finally, it's like we done bounced back at the Grizzly team. We got a superstar. And now we got, and all this stuff never even happened until he became that.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden he like, I could do every stupid thing possible.
Yeah.
And now my whole season is in jeopardy. But in a way it's not, because they have won without him. But it's like moving forward, Ja is the guy on the team.
Right.
And they're going to figure out something. But I don't know what he going to figure out.
They going to give him 20.
And see, with that being said, and the Titans, we still lost there. I'm all Raven, but like I say, it's like, and I think you mentioned it, a lot of our sports teams is kind of
at the bottom of the barrel.
Because all these seasons look like trash.
Hold up.
Except for the
We were finna go.
Like, the Vols got hope. The Vols got hope. But and they probably gonna finish second,
Tennessee Titans
no worse than third.
Is got the number to have the worst record in the NFL next year.
They could.
The worst record.
They won't get it.
But I'm just saying, they favored to have the worst record in the NFL.
But that means they're definitely, I'm going to definitely bet that.
But how we get to that
until
point?
I change it with my
no quarterback. They think
theme song.
Until you get out there
and
put them shoulder
anthem
pads on.
Right? Yeah. No, I'm putting the anthem to inspire them real deal Tennessee Titan.
Okay. All right.
I'm just saying, as a fan of these teams, be prepared for things not to be that great next year, or could be. Don't know what we had.
Hold up. Are we going to London?
We're going to the Super Bowl. I don't know.
No, we're not going there.
Yeah, no.
Not for the Titans.
Yeah.
Now, it's possible we could go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yes, us.
Yeah.
We could go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, in London.
But
no.
Are we going to make an effort to go to London?
I've been asked for this numerous times. Probably not. But it would be great. Probably not this year. Maybe
not
another year.
But it would be a good year to go. But we are going. We're going to put together I've been looking at this Airbnb in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Where we're going to get this. We're going to get us some rooms. We're going to go and we're going to do our.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm
we're
good
going
with
to
that.
Jamaica.
That's good.
Yeah, we got to go.
We're rapping. We're rapping.
Passport.
Yes.
Passport.
Hey, please like
Jamaica.
So please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast if you liked any of this content. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back with you soon. Peace.
Peace. And if y'all like to see us in Jamaica, we do take donations.
Then that's when you put up the link.
Yeah.
The link right there.
Hit the link.
Yeah.
Holla at your boy.
Hi, thanks for watching. If you liked that video, please hit the button below and subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way, and well, we have goals around here. Trying to make it to 1 million. Thanks for listening.